Howdy y'all, Michael here. Today is Saturday, August 24th, 2024. It's a minute afternoon right now. It's 93 degrees outside. I just checked Siri. My car dash is saying 95. I'm looking at my mileage. It's not good. It's under 11. And the reason it's under 11 is because I've been taking really short trips. Just to the store down the street, take my son to work, both my sons to work, or picking them up rather, because both of them didn't have vehicles for a while. One was on the, they were both in different shops, let's just say that, and for different reasons. But they both have their vehicles now, and so they're able to drive on their own. So hopefully my mileage will start going up. If I'm doing city to city driving, I'm getting 16 to 18.6-ish. Freeway driving, I'm getting about 22, 23. I've gotten as high as 26. It all depends on the terrain. So that's how my car mileage goes. And right now I've been idling for a while, just trying to get it to cool down. It's 10.2 miles per gallon. That's not good, but we're gonna reset the mileage and go here in a second. Yesterday, or day before yesterday rather, the Colony Police Department published a little notice that they're going to do a high profile traffic enforcement event, and it's going to be at North Colony in Maine. North Colony in Maine is where you normally see me start out when I'm doing a driving sequence, where I'm going through a time lapse on that. So that's the street that they were enforcing it on and making a big deal about it. And there's about maybe 3 or 4 cops around there. There wasn't much activity. I was going to make a full video about it. I just did not see enough. And about 40 minutes into the first hour, I heard a siren and somebody got pulled over by the AutoZone. So it wasn't as big of an event. One thing about the Colony is when I moved out here in 2002, you might see a car once in a while every 20 minutes driving by. Now it is bumper to bumper gridlock in the middle of an urban type setting until. So this town has changed tremendously since I moved out here. But let's go check out what happened yesterday, just a little short bit. Being 101 degrees, I decided to wear my straw hat here, because that sun can be brutal, especially in Texas. Fortunately, we haven't had any rain, so it's not super muggy, but I figured I'd wear a little protection here. This is the intersection that you see at the beginning of every one of my videos, and this is Main Street here in North Colony, and it's warm. That's what it's on right now, but it's right over here by the City Hall and the library and the old Blockbusters building, which is the City Hall annex. I did not realize that they had parking for oversized vehicles, which is kind of nice. Pretty long parking spaces here. And I'm gonna say that that's probably not an oversized vehicle, but I did see one police car pull into my neighborhood just to get out and get everything ready. He was, his uniform has some chartreuse in it, so I'm sure he's getting ready for some traffic stops. I'm gonna stand here in the shade just like these two children are. Not reading any books, just trying to stay in the shade, stay cool. Got a bit of a wind here coming out of the south. Any wind at this point feels good. When I first moved down to the Colony, it was June of 2002, and you might see a car here on Main Street once every 20 minutes or so. And obviously our area has grown quite a bit. In fact, north of us has grown tremendously. So all this traffic is the cities in the area just maxing out to capacity as much as they can. And unfortunately, the housing prices have gone way up too. So I could not afford my house if I bought it today. Let's just say that. Hearing sirens, but that's actually an ambulance coming out on the call right now. He's gone to the neighborhood over there. So if you want to go fishing, they'll actually loan you the gear here. So this is an official tackle loaner site. Fixed Parks and Wildlife. Yeah, it's me. Cowboy hats, shorts, and tennis shoes on. And I'm not the type to wear boots with shorts. Just not my style. I've seen a lot of police cars drive by, but I haven't seen any pullovers or anybody positioned with the LiDAR just yet. If they're hidden, they're very well hidden. So I wouldn't take a chance out here. Honestly, with the traffic congestion we have on here, I really can't see speed as being a factor. Reckless driving, absolutely. I mean, speed could become a factor, but other items such as running red lights, not wearing your seatbelt, this day of age, I don't know why you would not wear a seatbelt. Honestly, there's too many cars out there. Too many things to run into or get run into you. There's a traffic unit right there. Little black SUV. All right, finally saw my first one set up. So they are enforcing out here. That's a good thing. I really miss when this town was small and kind of out of the way. But progress happens. Just have to deal with it. The other thing they'll be enforcing is school buses. You pass by a school bus, it's like an $800 some odd ticket. They are not messing around. So if you see a school bus stop with its lights flashing, do not pass them. Well, just heard a siren. Don't see anybody, but I heard the siren. Not going to show the perpetrator, but they're definitely in the zone at the AutoZone. Well, I'm going to head on home. It's about almost 4:40 right now, and it's pretty hot. It's pretty warm, but it's bearable. Like I said, it is a bit of a dry heat. Sweating a little bit, but not too terribly bad. Took a shower an hour or two before I came out here. Probably should have taken a shower afterwards, but it's not bad at all for 101. Well, it was actually about 4:38 when I was mentioning before. It's 108 degrees in here in the garage. It's warm. At least it's shaded in the garage. Like I said, not much happened. So I'm heading out to another Costco and just going to explore up and down on 380 a little bit. So come hang out with me. I keep hearing about this Costco on 380, so I wanted to explore it, but I don't think it's open yet. Maybe that's the one that I thought I saw was under construction, and it's just not there yet. So when you look it up, you can't find it. So I decided to go to the Plano one. Being that it's 94 degrees outside right now, I figure it's probably best to get gas first and then go shopping afterwards in case I want to get any perishables. So getting off the freeway to here, of course it was very short. I'm at 18.9 miles to the gallon. And I normally get gas when I'm about a half a tank. I don't like it going below that because if I have to go somewhere and it's an emergency, I want to have plenty of gas. I don't want to have to stop and fill up. And sometimes when we get called out, by the way, when I say we get called out, I'm with the Denton County Amateur Radio Emergency Service, and we help assist with communications on local emergencies such as search and rescues, or if there was a bad storm, helping with damage assessment, or any other disaster or emergency related communications. That's what we do. We do a lot of that. And even helping hand, passing out water cases to people. That's another thing they do as well, along with other organizations. They just all get out and help. So, but if I have a call out, I don't want to sit there with a quarter tank of gas having to drive 45 minutes away, because it is a big county. It's 900 square miles. But figured quarter tank down. I'm at Costco. I get a little bit of cash back on my card, 4% cash back on my Costco credit card if I get gas. So why not? Quarter tank down at the Costco wholesale. And yes, this is pretty normal. You're going to have lines of cars getting to the gas here. Used to not be this way, but it is a Saturday. Price of gas today is $2.76.9. I'm putting 5 and almost quarter gallons for $14.50. Costco Hosa. Last night I did kind of a cool thing. Well, I didn't do it. It's actually Paul that did the cool thing, but he went to the Tokyo Ham Fair 2024 and got to live stream it. He did it vertically. He kind of wishes he went horizontally, but once you get started with the YouTube app, that's it. You can't switch your from vertical to horizontal, but it was still a really cool live stream. Some neat points on there, so if you haven't watched it yet, I'll put a link in the comments, or not in the comments, but the description. But I also put a community post on it, so check it out if you haven't checked it out yet. But that's what I did last night, and that was a lot of fun to watch and see live. I'm going to do things slightly backwards here. I'm going to start with a hot dog and then go shopping. No tea, that was way too sweet. Alright, 52.22. I think I did alright on this trip. Just bought a couple of food items, some pickled chips and what, sliced pickles, is that what you call it, for hamburgers and such. I'm sorry, this is bugging me. They just unloaded all kinds of groceries here, picked it up, put it on the lawn. That is not where a cart goes. That's just rude. That's just really rude and inconsiderate of others. I'm sorry. That's just one of my pet peeves. Alright, let's take the groceries out. Doing some laundering and stuff, and headed back out. Headed to church right now. It's 4:38 and my car temperature is showing the outside being 100 degrees. Probably pretty close. Let's go. Over. I'm heading home. It was a good service. The sermon was on compassion for others, which I think this world really needs more of. So I don't get big into beliefs and politics and all that on this channel, but we need to have more compassion with each other. That is for certain. One of the things that came up in my friend Paul's video over and over was, do you have a buy me a coffee? Do you have a Patreon? Do you have this and do you have that? And Paul does have a buy me a coffee. He keeps it in the not the comments, but the description of his videos, where you can contribute to help him out on some of his videos and some of his things that he does. I've been holding off on asking for financial help on my channel. Not because, I don't want to get paid, obviously. I would love to make money making videos and such, but I'm a very small channel. I have under 570 subscribers on this channel, and it's a slow growing channel because I can't be consistent, because everything that I do with this channel comes out of my own personal pocket. And with situations that happened this year, those funds are a lot tighter than they have been in the past. So should I buy me a coffee? Should I do a Patreon? Because I want to go to places that, they're going to cost fees to get into, film it, document it, and bring it to you, so you can go explore these places as well when you're in the North Texas area, or maybe take a trip and go someplace and explore some of the back roads of the U.S. Some Americana stuff I started to do when I first started this channel, and I really enjoy doing that. I still want to bring you amateur radio content. That's going to happen because it's a hobby of mine. And I still want to do some volunteer type stuff, urging you to get plugged in somewhere to do some volunteer work. It does help me in my mental state, is to do volunteer work, to serve others in whatever capacity that you're drawn to, that you're called to. But if I do set up a Patreon or a buy me a coffee or buy me a beer, whatever different funding sources there are, would you be willing to help contribute to make these videos and partner up with me on that? I was gonna wait until I made 1,000 subscribers and started getting monetized, but I understand that I can't make the videos, or I can make the videos to a limited extent, but there is a limit that I can do without funding and without personal bankroll to be able to do a lot of things. Let's just say that. So it's something I've been thinking about on and off. Paul's video last night kind of brought it up. Fortunately, Paul was in Tokyo because of work, and so that worked out great. He didn't make this trip just for the Tokyo ham fair, but it was a byproduct of having to be there for work. He got to go to this event and got to enjoy it and got to share it with us, which was a lot of fun. It was really cool to see everything there at the Tokyo event, and to see it live streaming and be able to interact with him while he was there. I kind of wish I was there myself. That's some pretty cool stuff going on there. But I'm just still trying to figure everything out. Trying to figure out this new change in life I'm going through. It's definitely not easy. I don't wish on anyone. But I would like to make more videos, and I just enjoy the process. It's a hobby for me. It's relaxing. It is work. There's a lot of work that's involved. I think I'm getting a little faster at editing. In fact, I just discovered another trick that iMovie has that I didn't know about when it comes to panning photographs. They call it, what do they call it? The Ken Burns effect, where you're panning across photographs. I didn't know you could set a start and a stop point to that. I thought it was just all automated and there's nothing you can do about it. So, learn something new every day. And that's what I enjoy about getting out and exploring, getting out live and doing things. You're going to have days like today where it's just going to be busy. You're going to be just taking care of stuff throughout the day. And in fact, I'm headed right back home to take care of stuff at home. I got laundry that I started before lunch. I'm going back home to finish it. So I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun doing it. But for now, y'all take care. Be safe. Bye. I tell you, the one part that really gets me sometimes is when you're crossing the street here from North Colony to the other side of North Colony across Main Street, is that when you get a walk light, they get a green light behind you, and cars will turn right in front of you, and some of them may see you, some of them are just about getting on their way. So when that crosswalk's lit up, or any intersection where you have a green light, you need to understand pedestrians are crossing at the same time as you are. They do have the right of way, but I'm always cautious, making sure nobody's going to hit me. I've actually had to stop and play Frogger a couple times, jump back to let the car fly through, because they want to go on their way. They're not bothered by me standing there trying to cross the street, not really standing, just trying to avoid getting hit by that.